another Inside Music Row. Today, we'll chat with Ashley Gearing to talk about her latest music on Curb Records. We'll also hear some incredible bluegrass with the Cleverleys. Finally, we'll check out Operation Sound Off, designed to give musically inclined military veterans a chance to make it in the business. All this and more coming up Inside Music Row. Hey there, I'm Bailey, and I'm so glad you joined us for another Inside Music Row. We've got a great show today, so let's get started with Toby Keith. Toby has formed a new organization called Pros for Vets, with NFL stars Tommy Harris, Roy Williams, and Mark Clayton. The group's mission is to raise awareness of the enormous needs faced by American service members, veterans, and their families, and to help them with those needs. The nonprofit group brings together the talents and skills of lawyers, doctors, and other professionals for free services to take care of those men and women in uniform when they come home. Check out prosforvets.org for more information. George Jones is excited about releasing his first new material in 5 years. I Ain't Never Slowing Down and I Should Have Called are both featured in a new compilation, George Jones Hits, which also includes many of his most popular songs. The 24-song disc is only available at Walmart. It's interesting that George has charted in each of the last 7 decades, and his hits have collectively spent over 55 years on the charts. John Denver will be inducted into the Colorado Music Hall of Fame April 21st. Look for Leanne Womack, Olivia Newton-John, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and John Oates to help celebrate his induction. Faith Hill will be the special guest musical artist at the Nashville Symphony's 2011 Symphony Spring Fashion Show April 26th. All proceeds will go to the Nashville Symphony and its music education programs. Middle Tennessee will again play host to 2 of the best music festivals this summer. CMA Music Fest will feature many of the top artists in country music, and Bonnaroo will host an incredibly diverse lineup of music, including country stars Loretta Lynn and Alison Krauss, alongside Eminem, Widespread Panic, and My Morning Jacket. Both festivals run the second weekend in June. Now it's time to go inside the song. 3 Wooden Crosses became Randy Travis's 16th #1 hit in 2002 from his album Rise and Shine. The memorable song about a farmer, a preacher, a hooker, and a teacher won Song of the Year by the CMA, as well as a Dove Award. We caught up with one of the writers, Doug Johnson, to talk about that inspirational hit.
I'd written the first verse the night before. I remember Lisa and I sitting around the house and me saying, "Hey Lisa, come check the people out in this first verse." And it literally was a song that started with the first line, went to the second line. Next day I was writing with Kim, came in, played in the first verse, and he kind of went, I need to go home and live with this, I love it. But he was flipping through a book of ideas, and one of his ideas was, it's not what you take, but what you leave behind. And we kind of went, wow, that wraps the whole idea up. And then, and then it was, we thought it was pretty much a perfect song until the next day Kim called and said, "What about the bus driver?" And I went, "Farmer, teacher." And I went, "You think anybody will notice?" And we decided it was right. My story was the bus driver was Jesus, and it was divine intervention. Kim's story was the bus driver was turning around looking at the hooker, fell out right before the semi hit him.
There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows.
We are in the Ides of March, and more artists are hitting the road. Let's take a quick peek at who's going where and when. We have to take a very quick little break, but we have some new music up for grabs from the Cleverleys. To enter this week's drawing for an advanced DVD, you have to go online to InsideMusicRow.com and click the free music link. We have lots more ahead, including a visit with a rising star on Curb Records coming up next. Hey, so don't go away, we'll be back in a sliver.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley Gearing, and stay tuned to Inside Music Row because coming up next, I'm going to be talking about my brand new single called 5 More Minutes.